Yo, what's good everybody? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you an insane strategy that you guys can absolutely print with. So let's get started. What is this strategy exactly? So this strategy is called shorting meme coins, all right? 99% of meme coins go to zero, okay? 99% of them. There's only the exceptions like Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, etc., right? There's really not that many of them that actually survive because everything is about hype, right? Everything is about trend. When the trend dies, it goes to zero. For example, like the recent meta we had, which was the Ibiza final boss, or a more recent one, which was about the morning routine, right? The routine guy. Nobody cares about that anymore. And there's so many more, right? But the truth is, everything moves in cycles, right? And what we are doing here is we are bidding these attention markets, all right? That's why we have a Twitter tracker, because it's where the attention goes, the money flows. So while everybody was trying to chase this Yeezy token, right? Trying to get in, trying to chase all the hype, I was shorting this, right? So me and some friends opened up a position as soon as it got listed on Mexi. It got listed shortly after on Hyperliquid and a few other exchanges, but I was able to short it on Mexi, made around 500 USD on it. I would have gone in with more size, and the only thing is I was just being a little bit more careful just because the amount of volume that was going into this coin was absolutely insane. So, obviously manage your risk, right? I used 2x leverage, and yeah, I opened two positions as you can see. So we opened one pretty nicely up here, and then we closed it down here. We opened up another short, and then we closed the short right here. So pretty juicy play right here. But if we can go back to the token, right? This was just a pure rug. Okay, looks like the chart's messed up on my end. But you guys have to understand, right? Everything is about selling the news, right? Selling the hype. So everybody was trying to chase getting into the Yeezy token, getting into the Kanye token when everybody knew it was a complete scam, right? Even now, after it rugged, there's still 87% bundlers. When it started, there was like 95 or 93% bundlers, right? So think about that. There's still 87% bundles that need to be unloaded. Now, yes, some of the tokens are locked, etc. But you can't tell me that this is like a different token than the rest, right? Because every single celebrity token is rugged, right? We can look at there's so many different community ones. There's like the Iggy Azalea or whatever her name is. We got Andrew Tate token. Who else? Just all these people that made tokens. I think one of the Kardashians made a token. We had the Migos make tokens. All these people that made tokens, all of their tokens eventually rugged. Like this isn't, and it's maybe surprising to some of you, but I mean, everybody that knows, it's like, yeah, I mean, they were paid like, they were paid 10K, 20K, 50K to do it, whatever, right? And then they rug the token, they get their paycheck. It's just this repeating cycle. So when you start seeing these things repeat themselves, you're like, oh, well, instead of buying, why don't I just open up a short, right? And the thing is, a lot of people treat everything like gambling when it comes to trading, when it comes to everything. And this is why you guys lose. If you don't have a strategy, if you don't have an entry plan, if you don't have an exit plan, you're going to lose every single time because everybody wants to make the money instantly, right? Everybody wants to be a multimillionaire instantly. They'll go with 1,000x leverage and get insta liquidated, right? I only went with 2x leverage on this. So that would have meant the price would have had to hit like 4 billion or 4 or 5 billion for me to get liquidated, which is absolutely insane, right? And I'm fine with losing it if it gets up there because, I was wrong. But no, I wasn't wrong because I knew this was pure trash. The second it got listed on exchanges, people were going to be max leverage shorting it, right? There's going to be so much selling pressure. And yeah, this was like a super easy short. I threw all my P&Ls in the Discord. And I also called this play out on the Discord when I saw this coin get launched. Before it was listed on Mexi, I literally was saying, I'm going to short this token when it gets listed. And me and my friends all printed on this one. This one was so free. But the thing is, most people, just want to kind of follow the crowd when it comes to things, right? And yes, I do well with trading meme coins, of course. But there's also another side to it, right? When you find an opportunity in the market, you need to take advantage of that opportunity, right? If you're just sitting and just focus on new pairs trying to like outpace Cupsy, yes, there's people that do that. Yes, you can totally do that, right? It's all about speed. But the thing is, if that's like your whole basis point, right? And then you only have $100 to start with and then you blow it all, you guys need to like focus, right? There's so much ways to make money in crypto, right? In DeFi, etc. You need to branch out. You can't just be like following what all these streamers are telling you to do. Yes, you can make money in new pairs. Yes, you can make money scalping on final stretch. Yes, you can make money on migrated. But a lot of the easy money, which sometimes takes a little bit, right? I had to wait for this trade around, I think it was like 3 hours, closed it, and then I opened up another short, and this was about a day. The thing is with most of these people, or most everybody in the market right now, they got attention spans of a peanut. So, it's very easy to just sit and watch new pairs and just, have your wallet here and just wait for Cupsy to buy something and then, wait for him to dump on you. Like, it's very easy for people to do that because most people just, I guess, want it easy, right? And realistically, yes, it's not like hard labor, of course, but you have to put the time into it. You have to put the hours into it. And you have to be focused. You have to go into every coin with a strategy. You have to know what you're buying, right? And, even with this token, right? We did some research. If you look at the website, they literally said, you cannot sue us if the coin rugs. So why would they put that there if the coin's not going to rug? All these things add up together saying, oh, it's a rug coin. So then you're like, oh, well, you can actually make money on the way down when things go down. So then you either short it on Mexi or you could short it on Quanto where it got listed on. So Quanto used to be the Ox.Fun, but they switched to Quanto Trade. So they rebranded, couple cool new perks. So yeah, Quanto, Mexi, you could have used Hyperliquid, right? You could have even done it on Axiom, right? Because Axiom is partnered with Hyperliquid. All of the opportunities were right in front of you while you guys were distracted trying to chase the hype, right? Trying to buy in, oh, Yeezy, Kanye West made a token, whatever, right? And then everybody was buying at 2 billion, 3 billion, while the smart money was loading up shorts. Or the even smarter money was the ones that were insiders in the project, right? But the people that weren't insiders were heavy shorting this, right? There is some people that probably printed, right? Yes, I made a little bit of money on this short, but there's some people that probably printed, like I said, with this short. So what was I looking for on this coin? Well, like I said, there's a checklist that I go through. And then the second thing is I'm looking for an entry. So as soon as I saw this get listed, it was just red candle, red candle, red candle. And that's kind of what I was expecting just because everybody knew this was trash. So the second futures was going to be listed or perpetuals, then everybody was going to start, shorting it. So I try to get the best entry I could. I got a pretty good entry. You could see right here, not obviously the top, but it was pretty well. So then you just let it play out. And these are the kind of plays where, we could even go look at another token. For example, Boss. This token was so free to short. Like, look at this. You could see it popped all the way up, and it's just another hype thing. Who cares about the Visa Final Boss? Sure, it was funny for a week, but the world moves on. New events come, new news comes, right? There's no token's going to be able to go up forever. So you could have shorted this on Mexi. You could have shorted this on Quanto. This is literally one of the highest success rate trading strategies that you can do. It's not going to be, just spamming new pairs. Yes, if you have a strategy with new pairs, then yes. But in the grand scheme of things, this is probably one of the easiest things that you guys can do is shorting coins because we all know 99% of these go to zero. And if you're able to capture in on that, you're going to be able to make a lot of money. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys join the Discord down below. Super, super, super cool community. We're always very active. And if you have any questions about anything, whether you're new to crypto or you've been in crypto for a while, you can be 100% welcome to ask questions in there. And also, if you guys need any free crypto bonuses, we have a bunch of those in the Discord. So make sure you guys go do those. And yeah, thank you for watching.